Mama June Shannon's daughter, Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson, has embraced a modest new chapter in her life, living in a small rental home in Denver, far removed from the family drama back in Georgia. Obtained exclusive photos of Alana, 19, and her live-in boyfriend, Drolin Carswell, 23, going about their day in and around the small Colorado home near her school, Regis University. The pair appeared to be living with several roommates in the 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,200-square-foot home. At least 4 cars were parked in the home's driveway, including Drolin's red Dodge Charger and Alana's pink Honda that her mother bought her for her birthday. Throughout the day, Drolin, as well as another seemingly older man, popped out of the home shirtless to smoke outside on the hot Denver day. By late afternoon, the Here Comes Honey Boo Boo star finally emerged from the home and hopped in a car with Drolin before the pair drove off. Alana moved out to the Denver area to attend university, with her last apartment, which fans saw on Mama June Road to Redemption last season, when her mother decided to drop in and surprise her. Alana first revealed the big move back in 2023 on their show. In a recent clip, Alana revealed that she would be attending college in Denver, Colorado, leaving her family in Georgia stunned. Her sister Pumpkin appeared completely shocked upon hearing the news, and even their mother, Mama June, was taken by surprise during a FaceTime call. Alana explained, "I'm not gonna be in Georgia for the rest of my life. I can tell you that right now." While Pumpkin expressed happiness for her younger sister, she admitted she was upset about the college being so freaking far. Alana defended her decision, saying, "It's literally one of the best nursing schools, ever." Both Pumpkin and Mama June insisted that Alana would need to come home every weekend. However, Pumpkin confessed that the idea of her sister only returning for holidays and attending school so far away was heartbreaking. In response, the protective older sister and their estranged mother quickly decided they would have to move to Colorado to stay close to Alana. Mama June shared Alana's post-high school plans during an exclusive interview with the U.S. Sun, emphasizing that her youngest daughter has no intention of starting a family anytime soon. The grandmother of 4 dismissed any speculation that Alana might follow in the footsteps of her mother and older sister Lauren Pumpkin Efford, both of whom had their first children at 17. "No, definitely not. That isn't even a thought in her mind right now," June said. "She is fixing to graduate high school and she wants to immediately go to college. She still wants to be a neonatal nurse," the family matriarch added. At just 19 years old, Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson has already lived a life filled with tabloid headlines, reality TV cameras, and years of very public family drama. But today, far away from the flashing lights of television sets and social media spectacles, she is carving out something different, a quiet, modest, and surprisingly grounded life in a small rental home nestled in a sleepy Denver neighborhood. Gone are the days of pageants, paparazzi, and the chaotic shouting matches of Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. Instead, Alana is living a new story, one that's more about independence, peace, and healing. It's a story few expected from a reality TV child star, but one that speaks volumes about personal growth and the desire to break free from toxic cycles. In early spring 2025, Alana packed up her belongings and left Georgia and much of her past behind. She quietly relocated to Denver, Colorado, renting a modest 2-bedroom home on the outskirts of the city. The move wasn't publicly announced. No reality TV film crew followed her. There was no Instagram post with dramatic captions or tearful goodbyes. In fact, the only thing that hinted at her new life was a short TikTok video showing a snowy street and the caption. Sources close to Alana say the decision to move was years in the making. She'd been dreaming of getting out of the South and building a life on her own terms, said a longtime friend who wished to remain anonymous. Denver gave her that chance, space to breathe, to grow, and to be seen as more than just a reality TV star. The house itself is unassuming, a cozy 800-square-foot rental with faded blue shutters, a narrow front porch, and a tiny backyard with a garden Alana is learning to maintain. Local neighbors were initially unaware that a former reality star had moved in next door. "She's quiet, polite, keeps to herself," one neighbor told. "We had no idea who she was until someone mentioned her name and we Googled it." Inside, the home is simple and clean. Secondhand furniture fills the living room. A small whiteboard in the kitchen holds handwritten notes and motivational quotes. There's no trace of the over-the-top glam that once surrounded Honey Boo Boo. Instead, the decor speaks to a new identity, one that values peace over performance. Her days start early. According to those close to her, Alana now wakes up around 7 a.m., makes coffee, and journals for 20 minutes before heading to her part-time job at a local bakery. "It's humble work," she reportedly told a friend. "But it's mine. I show up, I earn my paycheck, and no one expects me to be anything but me." Perhaps the most significant part of Alana's new life is the absence of cameras. After spending her entire childhood on TV, from Toddlers and Tiaras to Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, and later appearances on Mama June, from Not to Hot, Alana says she is finally enjoying being just a regular girl. In a rare interview with an online mental health podcast last month, recorded anonymously, Alana shared, "That need for reinvention, or perhaps rediscovery, has driven many of Alana's recent choices. She's stepped away from brand deals and sponsorships. She's reduced her time on social media. Her Instagram, once filled with selfies and celebrity collaborations, now mostly shares nature shots and cooking attempts. One of the most notable shifts in Alana Thompson's new life is her distance from her mother, June Shannon, known to the world as Mama June. Their relationship has been long documented as complex, filled with ups and downs, betrayals, and attempts at reconciliation. But in Denver, Alana has drawn a boundary, not out of hate, but out of necessity. "Alana still loves her mom," said a friend close to the family. "But love doesn't always mean you keep someone close. She's focusing on protecting her peace now." Though there's been no public fallout in recent months, insiders say the two have minimal contact. Occasionally, June reaches out via text, but responses are brief. Alana reportedly hasn't visited her mother's home in Georgia since late 2024. Sources close to her describe the situation as a healing distance. "She needed to stop being a character in her mom's drama," the source continued. "She's writing her own script now." Sisterhood support. Lauren Pumpkin Shannon. While Alana may be distant from her mother, she hasn't abandoned all her family ties. Her older sister, Lauren Pumpkin Shannon, remains one of the most important figures in her life. Lauren, who gained custody of Alana as a teenager during one of June's most troubled periods, is still her emotional anchor. The two sisters talk regularly. Although separated by nearly 1,500 miles, their connection hasn't faded. Lauren, now a mother of 4, has often spoken in interviews about how proud she is of Alana's growth. "She's doing her thing. She's not living for other people anymore," Lauren told a podcast earlier this year. "I miss her like crazy, but I'd rather see her living a quiet, healthy life than being pulled back into all this chaos." Alana also keeps in touch with Jessica and Anna, her other sisters. The siblings share a private group chat called the Boo Crew, and though their lives have taken different turns, their bond remains strong, albeit less public. Education. A second chance at schooling. In a move that shocked many of her critics, Alana quietly enrolled in a local Denver community college in April 2025, focusing on a 2-year program in child development and psychology. Her decision was both personal and symbolic. "I want to help kids who come from chaos," she reportedly said during an admissions interview. "I know what that feels like. And I know what a safe adult can mean." Despite years of reality TV interrupting her education, Alana is now taking it seriously. She attends night classes 3 times a week and uses weekends for studying. She's even joined a small peer study group called Books Before Boys, according to a student bulletin board post. Her professors describe her as shy but thoughtful. One instructor, speaking on the condition of anonymity, noted, "She doesn't act like a celebrity. You'd never know who she was unless someone told you. She's just real." Alana has said she hopes to transfer to a 4-year university by 2027. Her job at the local bakery. Alana's part-time job at Butter and Crumb, a locally owned bakery in the Highland neighborhood of Denver, is something she takes seriously. The owners hired her in March without recognizing her celebrity background. It wasn't until a customer asked for a selfie that they realized their new team member had millions of fans. "Alana works harder than most of our staff," said the bakery's manager. "She's respectful, punctual, and doesn't ask for special treatment." Her tasks include decorating cupcakes, managing inventory, and handling the register during slow hours. "It's not glamorous work, but that's the point. She doesn't want a spotlight right now," said a coworker. "She wants something normal." Some customers still recognize her, but most are respectful. "She's just the cupcake girl to us," said a regular. "And she makes a mean red velvet." Mental health, healing quietly. After years of public breakdowns within her family and her own traumatic experiences, including her mother's drug use and multiple custody battles, Alana has chosen to prioritize mental health. In May 2025, she quietly began attending therapy twice a month at a Denver mental health clinic. While she hasn't spoken publicly about it, friends say the sessions have helped her establish boundaries and reflect on the patterns of her past. "She's working through a lot," said a confidant. "But she's facing it, not avoiding it. That's the bravest thing I've ever seen her do." Alana has also become an advocate for mindfulness. She often shares affirmations on her private TikTok, such as, "Breaking the cycle is painful. Living in it is worse." She's reportedly exploring guided meditation, journaling, and even attending local wellness retreats in the mountains surrounding Denver. Reality TV personality Mama June was left stunned when her daughter Lauren "Pumpkin" Efford revealed her latest romantic interest, who turns out to be her ex-husband's cousin. The most recent installment of Mama June, Family Crisis on TLC, put the spotlight on Pumpkin's love life. She had previously initiated divorce proceedings against Josh Efford in August 2024, ending their 6-year marriage, but she dropped a major revelation in the Fresh episode regarding her new relationship status. During a family meal, Pumpkin disclosed that she's now romantically involved with Josh's cousin, Darren Kitchens. Opal reported Pumpkin's admission, "So, I've been, kinda seeing this dude. He's been in Josh's family for a long time. It's his cousin." She made clear, "They're not blood cousins," reports the Daily Star. Yet Mama June immediately fired back, questioning Pumpkin's choice. The family matriarch also mentioned needing some solo time to digest this revelation. Social media users wasted no time criticizing the 28-year-old mother of 4, who has all her children with Josh. One Reddit commenter posted, "The fact that it was Josh's cousin is so trashy." Someone else commented, "The story we got here is she went to a funeral for Josh's family member and met his cousin, then started a romantic relationship with him. Josh was replaced by his own cousin. This is why we call the new man cousin." When Lauren "Pumpkin" Efford, the second daughter of reality star Mama June Shannon, took to social media in July 2025 to soft-launch her new relationship, fans were stunned. But what followed was something no one saw coming. Just a week later, in a now-deleted Instagram Live, Pumpkin confirmed that the man in her life was none other than Stephen Marcus Shannon, the first cousin of Mama June's ex-husband, Michael "Sugar Bear" Thompson. The revelation sent shockwaves through the fan community and ignited a full-blown feud inside the Shannon family that has spilled into the public eye. "This is a betrayal I never expected, not from my own blood, and certainly not from my daughter," Mama June reportedly told producers of her WeTV reality series, Mama June, Family Crisis, during an off-camera rant. "She knows our history. Why would she do this?" Stephen, 38, is an electrician from Macon, Georgia, and a relatively private man, until now. According to public records and local interviews, he's had minimal involvement in the entertainment world and was largely estranged from the Thompson side of the family until a few years ago. He is reportedly Sugar Bear's cousin on his mother's side, and while not a central figure in Mama June's earlier shows like Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, Stephen had attended a few family events over the years. He was once photographed in the background of a birthday party for Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson in 2013. Now, nearly a decade later, he's re-entered the Shannon family orbit, in the most controversial way imaginable. Pumpkin, 25, has always been considered the glue holding the Shannon-Thompson family together. Since Mama June's well-documented struggles with addiction and legal issues, Pumpkin stepped up to raise her younger sister Alana and build a stable family life of her own. But following the alleged infidelity and emotional breakdown of her husband Joshua Efford, with whom she shares 4 children, Pumpkin began pulling away from the spotlight. In late 2024, she quietly separated from Joshua, though they co-parented amicably. Sources close to the family said Pumpkin began leaning on extended relatives for support, and that's when Stephen re-entered the picture. They were first spotted having dinner in Atlanta in February 2025. At the time, fans speculated she was simply leaning on a family friend during a hard time. But by June, it was clear the bond had grown into something more. When Mama June found out, she did not hold back. In audio leaked to TMZ, June was heard screaming on the phone, "That's your daddy's cousin. You think that's okay? What's wrong with you?" The family matriarch reportedly called Pumpkin a disgrace and accused her of trying to destroy what little was left of their family name. June also suggested the relationship was a ploy for attention or a storyline for the show, something Pumpkin firmly denies. In a post on her private Facebook group, Pumpkin wrote, "I'm not trying to shock anyone. I fell in love with someone who's been there for me and the kids when no one else was. End of story." As with most scandals in the Shannon family, 19-year-old Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson found herself stuck in the middle. Now living in Denver and attending college, Alana has worked hard to distance herself from the ongoing drama. However, when asked by paparazzi at the Denver airport about the situation, she replied, "I love my sister, and I love my mama, but I'm not getting in the middle of that mess. I'm just trying to graduate." A source close to the family says Alana has refused to return home for filming until the situation calms down. Josh Efford, Pumpkin's estranged husband, has remained relatively quiet since the news broke. But last week, he posted a cryptic message on Instagram. "Funny how people change up when it's convenient. God sees everything." Though he didn't mention Pumpkin by name, fans were quick to link the post to the developing romance. Some insiders say Josh is deeply hurt but is focusing on their children and has no plans to fight for custody. Josh isn't perfect, but this blindsided him, a family friend said. He never imagined she'd move on with someone from that side of the family. The fanbase of Mama June, Road to Redemption, is no stranger to controversy, but this scandal has divided viewers like never before. Social media erupted with both criticism and praise for Pumpkin. One Twitter user wrote, "Pumpkin has always been the realest one. If this man treats her right and helps raise her babies, who cares if he's Sugar Bear's cousin?" Another posted, "That's just weird. That family tree already looks like spaghetti, now it's pasta salad." Reddit threads dedicated to the Shannon family's reality show have accumulated thousands of comments dissecting the moral and emotional layers of the relationship. WeTV producers are reportedly scrambling to pivot the upcoming season's storyline to include the explosive news. A leaked internal memo obtained by Reality Insider Weekly read, "We have a unique opportunity to delve deeper into the psychological and emotional dimensions of the Shannon family. This development, though controversial, is a ratings opportunity." Despite rumors, Pumpkin has not confirmed if her new boyfriend will appear on screen. However, Steven was seen at a WeTV shoot in Georgia, according to paparazzi photos. Mama June, for her part, is allegedly refusing to film with Pumpkin if Steven is present. The Shannon Thompson clan has a long history of entangled family dynamics, but this particular twist could lead to legal complications. According to Georgia law, there is no restriction against romantic relationships between cousins-in-law or distant cousins. Still, legal experts say this could open the door to disputes over custody, trust funds, and media contracts, particularly with minors involved. Sources close to June suggest she's exploring legal options to prevent her grandchildren from being featured alongside Steven in any filmed content. She's furious and feels betrayed. "This isn't just about family, it's about brand integrity," said a former publicist for the Shannon family. Following days of silence, Mama June issued a statement through her rep. June Shannon does not support or condone her daughter's current relationship. She wishes her the best but will not engage further publicly at this time. Pumpkin, however, took a different tone. In an interview with People, she said, "People don't get to choose who I love. I've been through enough pain. Steven is kind, respectful, and has shown up for me in ways no one else has." Steven himself has not made a public comment but was seen wearing a Team Pumpkin shirt in a recent TikTok video with one of Pumpkin's kids. Pumpkin has 4 children under the age of 6, including baby twins. Critics have questioned whether introducing a romantic partner, especially one tied to the family's controversial past, is in their best interest. However, sources say the children have responded well to Steven and call him Uncle Steve. "Kids need stability," said child therapist Dr. Rachel Moore. "The concern isn't biological relation, it's emotional consistency. If Steven provides that, then biologically being Sugar Bear's cousin may not be relevant." The future remains uncertain, but one thing is clear, this development has changed the Shannon family forever. Mama June's relationship with Pumpkin is reportedly at an all-time low, and there are fears the family may not recover. Meanwhile, WeTV is expected to release a teaser trailer highlighting the fallout in the coming weeks, hinting at a major sit-down confrontation. Fans are eagerly waiting to see if reconciliation is possible or if this love story will mark the final fracture in the once unbreakable Shannon bond.